Can't believe I believed everything we had was less. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of.
All right, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy Hype, and I'm back. What the fuck is that, bro? Why? Hold on, let me cue bro in. All right, so I'm back, chat. All right, your boy back. So, Pete, we're in the RP server today. I told y'all I was going to build the Trans Am with y'all, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Trans Am will be built for our True Street class. Rules for this class is, well, one, I'm gonna screenshot it and put it right here. Then I'm still gonna read them to y'all. So, Pete, we got car must have all body panels, must have a driver's seat and passenger seat, no pro mods, no drag wings because this is a street class for street cars. We must run the realistic engine mod for street engines. Got that set. I'm using one of the new trans setups, so we'll see how that works. And then the car must run a CB street radio under a 1710 rim, 1510 rim, or 1812. I'm gonna try this on a 1510 and see how that works out, and then we're gonna go from there. Also, so I've already dropped the motor in this car, so we went with a 6.2 LS that I got from one of my buddies. I'm running twin turbos on it, wastegate pressure only, and we gonna see what I can do to make this thing run like I want it to run. As you can see, we got a few people in the street server already. I'm finna find us a test spot, and then we gonna go from there, and that'll be how that be. So let me get like a cone or something set up so we'll always be able to come back to this spot, and then after that, that's that. All right, so for some reason it won't let me place a cone, which is all well and dandy. We're gonna get the truck started up, then we're gonna drop the tailgate, and then we're gonna pull off. You feel me? Let me go ahead and cue in these boys right quick. Man, I pulled out the vet. Put that on park. All right, I'm gonna drop the tailgate. Hey, look, that little 6.2 sound good, yo. Ain't a lot of that cam, we got that vet sound kind of good too, though. What do you got going on? All right, put the tailgate up. Then we gonna see if we can hold it down without some tire straps. I don't know, that may or may not work. Okay, just gonna do a burnout down my driveway. Hey, look, I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. All right, we gotta find a spot to go do a few test hits and whatnot. So if we're gonna find a spot, and I'll get with y'all when we get there. All right, so I found us a spot. We can go to a street spot out the way. Hopefully 12 don't pull up, and we should be good. Man, how y'all boys doing today, man? Hey, look, I said I was gonna build this car with y'all, so I'll show y'all tuning, like the whole 9. and this will be like my public class car. So sadly, it goes against how I feel with grudge racing and, you know, keeping like the times and stuff for the cars. Like type a little secret up until the event, but it is what it is. Told y'all I would build one with y'all, and it's gonna be the one we do in the class we do it for. I got probably about a total of 6 cars I'm gonna use this season. I may release the picture in the community page. I may make a post either this week or the weekend. Oh shit! Oh, we just gonna ignore that. Yeah, we gotta get the brakes fixed on the truck. Bro, what is you doing, man? Look, Eric, come on, man. This man here, bro. But like I was saying, I'll probably release that picture on the community page or whatever. Then y'all know all 6 of the cars we'll be running with this season. Each one will be set up for a different class, and then I will try to make it to those events. And if I can't make it to the events, I will try to, yeah, we just gonna keep on. And if I can't make it to those events, I'll try to hold like my own kind of like late night. Y'all know my work schedule time to go. So that's kind of the plan. So hey man, need y'all to like the video for your boy. Comment on the video. Oh! That man done crashed. Go on there, boy. So back to what I was saying, I need y'all to like the video, comment on the video. Any questions you got, drop them in the comments, and then yeah, we're gonna go from there. But we're gonna start this off with our true street build, and then I'll build a true street build with y'all. So that'll be that. I'm gonna drop that hook right here. Well, yeah, I'm gonna drop it right here. Kind of like off to the side. I can't believe I did that. Hold on, let me see here, y'all. All right, we fixed that. Now we gotta fix. Now we gotta fix the Trans Am. Oh yeah, it's about to have a fit. All right, hold on. All right, y'all, we got Trans Am off the trailer, truck parked side of the road. I'm about to cue everybody in, then we're gonna make our first test hit. All right, cued everybody in. Let's go ahead and make this first little hit. I ain't gonna lie, I already seen like the car down on power. All right, let me see here. We're gonna see how she do the burnout. See how, if the burn even and everything like it's supposed to, and then we're gonna go from there. Oh, first of all, I gotta reset this. All right. That suspension already ain't right. So we already got problem number one is gonna be setting this suspension up. Mind you, we just gonna make a stock hit with how the car is right now. All right, I'm gonna try to leave with it in first, see how she react, then we'll do it in second, and then we'll go from there. Damn. Okay, well that shit is not gonna work. So back to the drawing board already. All right, so what I'm gonna do right there based off of that, right? So we'll go up in here. I'm going to turn down the boost already, like off gate. We'll go ahead and turn it down to about 4 pounds. Eric just decided he was gonna come out here and eat, huh? That's all right. All right, put on 4 pounds of boost, and I'm gonna set a 2-step in this car to. I'll probably do it at like 2,600, and I'll leave it right there. All right, we should be good. Should do a burnout right now, so I know like the rear is set kind of good right now. All right, so that means we're gonna leave it on about 4 pounds. Damn. We didn't even make it down the road. But right off of that, at least the 60 was, we had a 1.6 for the 60. She made a 4.2 at the 330. We coasted, making it 7 to the 8th. Oh yeah, we got a lot of work to do. All right, first things first. Excuse me, y'all. All right, first thing first, what we're gonna do is we're going to check the internals. And then we're gonna see, so we got a stage 4 built drag bottom end. So she should be able to hold up to the power realistically. All right, so we got all of that set. Let's do a dry sump oil system. Throw that in there. And then everything else should be pretty straight. And then we'll go and check this mod right here. And then we'll do an ECU. We'll also do a performance radiator just to be safe. She is running a little different now. Y'all can hear it. All right, let me see. Backfires at a 1. Wastegate pressure, we got it at 4. I ain't gonna lie, let's play with the backfire right quick. Alright, we'll mess with that, and then we'll do. You can set an idle roughness. Hey, hold on. I might play with it a little bit. Set the backfire down to like a 2. We're gonna change it right there. That don't sound half bad for real. That man hit my truck. I ain't even gonna trip about it. All right, let's see what we can get out of this right here. Oh yeah, it's gonna reset this first. Then we'll. Alright, everything's been reset. We still blew it up. She ran better though. We still blew her up though. All right, back to the drawing board. All right, so now let's see. We'll do. Let me see. That's off with just 4 pounds, though. All right, let's try. We'll mess with adjustable timing. Alright, so we're gonna do a pull with the adjustable timing setup, and then what I'll do from there is we're gonna pull timing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna set all of these right now. So we'll set, we're gonna pull 15-degree of timing in all RPM limits. My biggest thing right now is trying to get the motor to last. Alright, so I gotta be careful hitting that button because I don't want nobody in here saying that I got they tune and none of that mess. That's 18. I tell you what, I'm gonna do this random. Put it up by 1. And then see, I got it set to 9,000 as an RPM limit. So we'll set all of these 15 degrees. We're gonna pull 15-degree of timing out of everything. All right, do that. Go on, lock it in place. Put the 2-step on. Cue everybody in. All right, right where I want it to be. She boogied though. We still blew it up. So okay. She left lazy as fucking second. That's kind of what you want. Check something right quick. Still spinning real bad. Still blew it up. Okay, let's see. All right, let me try. We pulled timing out. We still blowing the motor up. engine wise, we got everything we need though. I tell you what, let's see if we, nah, I don't really want to bother that. Dry sump is there. Fuel tank is there. Everything we need is here. Let me try. Alright, we're gonna raise this to an 11. Set that right there. Then start playing with these. Lift the spring rate up in the front. Keep that where it's at. We'll do the rear right there. Drop the height down. Still keep the timing the same as it is. And then our front wheels, we're gonna change the offset to here. Yeah, we'll move this up. Alright, so now I need to mess with the front wheels. I won't mess with them just yet, but I'm gonna have to mess with the front wheels because as you can see, so if you look at our red arrows where the tires is in the bottom, they kind of off. I do have it now holding. With those little bit of adjustments, we do now have the car holding on its own. I don't like the rock though, yeah, and then the wheels starting to slip. She still blew it up. Bro, what is going on with this motor? All right, we knocked the 60 foot down. Am I gonna have to pull? I might really have to take turbos off. Or I tell you what, snatch all the timing out the car. Let's change the, we're gonna drop it some more. So we'll drop the front and then we just gonna snatch all the timing out. And -40. And then we just gonna have to adjust it from there. All right, so I brought my front end down. Might have to raise the rear a little bit, yeah, because the way that tire doing, I'm gonna have to mess with the rear offset just a tad bit. All right, that was better. That was better. That was better. All right, let's go back. All right, we getting somewhere now. We getting a little bit somewhere. All right, so we gonna go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna take the rear offset of the wheels in the rear. We're gonna change that up a tad bit. I'm gonna bring that back probably about right there. That way y'all just see we get that tuck. So I'm gonna bring it out a little bit more. Bring it out a little more. Probably about like right there. Right there is like perfect. I take that back. I'll do it at -0.20. Yeah, all right. Keep that right there. And now we're gonna try to make a full pass. All right, we getting somewhere. She holding steady doing a burnout now. Like, I like that. All right. We're gonna reset the clock, and then we're going to see what she do. She ran a 6.3. We're pulling a 1.6, pulling a 1.68 60 foot, a 4.2 330. Well, 4.24 330, and then we pulling a 6.3 6.32 in the 8. It won't bad. And then we blew it up. Now, one problem we do have, we got the coolant overheating, so that's the issue we got to solve right there. So I think I know how to fix that one. Let me see. All right, we're gonna go back in here, and we're gonna take that performance radiator that we got, and we're gonna take that out. Then we'll keep the methanol injection setup that we got. And just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. So True Street is the name. All right, so let's try it again. I'm gonna leave in second this time. Ooh, no, no, no. Too late. Too late. Back to the drawing board. All right, let's leave it first. All right, we solved our coolant issue, so I ain't mad about that. We still pulling in the 6.1 and the 1.6s under the 60. All right, let's see what we can pull off if we leave. Ooh, okay, we can get out there at least. This nigga. I didn't even get to check to see what our 60-foot time was on that. But that just told me we can get out there. All right, leaving second. Then what I'll probably end up doing a little bit, we'll up the two-step. I like that. All right, so new numbers is in. We ran a 1.63 60 foot. We ran a 4.21 330. We ran a 6.31 at 116 and 1/8 of a mile. That's not bad for where we at. It's not bad, but then to me it is bad. And the only reason I'm saying it is bad is because, bro, all the money we spent on this motor is kind of bad. But we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it there. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna up the wastegate pressure just a little bit since we snatched all the timing out. All right, so we're gonna up it to 11.5 pounds. We should get boost creep to maybe 12, maybe 12.5. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I burned them all the way up. I did it again. All right, y'all, let's leave in second. Too much boost. That's what they just told me right there. Too much boost. We done blew up again. All right, go back. So 11 pounds on this motor is just way too much. Actually, I take that back. It might not be too much. What we gonna do here is, let's do a stage 2 billet bottom end. I want to just see if that changes anything. Because we already at -40 in timing. Like, matter of fact, just to be on the safe side, go on set these two, even though we're not going that high. We're not going past like 8. We are banging the shit out the rev limiter though. That was hella lazy. What the hell is that? So I think by snatching the timing out the back end, yeah, that's what it was going based off of. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we gonna kill the I'm gonna kill the two-step for now, and we just gonna see what happens. We at 12 pounds, so we creep to 12. So that was our first time making an A to B without spinning. And we went slower in every category with that. All right, let me see here, y'all. All right, we changed the block and we still snatched timing out of everywhere. So let's see. I tell you what, we keep it right there where we had it. And we're gonna play with these last two numbers first. Oil pressure is dropping real bad, not gonna lie. Oil pressure is dropping extremely bad for real. Like right there, it's staying, but that hit we just did, we had no oil pressure. Drop back down, and that's with a dry sump system, so like I shouldn't have that issue. So we lost 16 miles an hour. So far we lost 16 miles an hour. We're in the 7s instead of the 6s. Yeah, so it's that timing. It's got to be that timing. All right, let's see. Bro, this timing stuff is so tedious. Put it right there. Do a bunch of just crazy values. Still moving lazy. All right, we gained about. All right, so a few seconds ago, we was at 100. We was at 100 flat. We gained about 4 miles an hour, and we're pushing 6/8 now. Add some more time into it. Actually, with that, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Just in case it goes extremely left, we're gonna go ahead and save this file, and then we're gonna go back here, and then we're gonna start messing with the timing a little bit more. All right, let's see how much different that is. We still gotta watch that oil pressure because she's dropping. All right, I think really I need to add timing just out the back door. So we gained 7 miles an hour, so we at 107 now. We running 6.5, so we getting real close to where we was at with that 6.3. We running a 1.64 as far as the 60 foot go. And then we didn't have an issue with the car blowing up this time. Them turbos sound good, spooling up. I do want to do like a rolling pool and see what happens. Do one more standstill. I want to do a standstill from the inside, see how it look. Or what I might mess around and do, I tell y'all what we gonna end up doing, I might leave the timing where it's at and add more boost to the car. .65, okay. So she pretty consistent in the 6.5s. All right, let's add more boost to it. £20 is a huge jump. But next you about to tell me I ain't got enough fuel. All right, let's see. She ran a 6.3, 114. Okay, okay. I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't bad. I just want to get that spin back going. So we might bump her down to like 18 pounds. I realistically might bump her down to 18. If 18, take that spin out, and then we just add some more timing. I mean, it's realistically, the spin could probably just be taken out if I mess with the suspension some more. But I want to get it to a point right now with how the suspension is set that she doesn't spin on her own. All right, let's see what we get with that right there. It wasn't bad. We lost 1 mile per hour. She's still over boosting, but we lost a mile an hour, and then we added on 0.08 seconds. So I feel like probably with some fine tuning to the suspension, I can knock that down a little bit more. Hopefully we'll be in the 5s, and then I'd have to start messing with the power again. So what I am gonna do, we're gonna see how she leaves in second. We gained mile per hour, but we lost time. So if I let it spin out the whole, I want to try one more thing. Really, 2 more things. So first of all, we're gonna add CO2 to it. See if I could tamper with that without your boy having to shift gears, unless I really have to. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mess with the front right quick. See if I can get them standing straight. Front wheel offset. All right, let's do. Right now we got negative camber, I want positive. .41 positive. That looks a little bit better. Alright, give it a little bit more. Still in. All right. Not that one. Let's do 12. That ain't bad right there. Let's see. She is not doing good with that. She won't doing good with that at all. We'll try it one more time. We burn that up. Nah, so CO2 ain't helping at all. Go back to a manual valve body. Then what we gonna do is I'm gonna have to mess with the rear tires now. Now that I tampered with the fronts a little bit, it's burning uneven. That ain't bad. I could deal with it as a baseline, and then we just gotta get it. We gotta get it better. And that converter's like real tight, which I ain't tripping about, but. So look at that, we got a full tuning session done without police. We got a side-by-side comparison just to know that we getting out there at least on some of the cars. We getting out there. But that wasn't bad all around. So hey, y'all guys get a peek into like what goes into tuning each one of these cars. And mind you, we're nowhere near finished, and this is nowhere near perfect. This is just the baseline. Oh, excuse me. So this is just the baseline for us on this tire for this class. We still got to put the hood on the car. Like putting the hood on the car could change everything. So I need to get my hands on the hood. I will not tune this car behind the scenes without you guys, just simply because I said I was going to build it with y'all. So I'll continue to keep my word on that and build it with y'all. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll help y'all best I can. I am not a tuning expert. I just like the cars I like and try to get them right. Because I've had a few cars where people say like you couldn't get right because they're too glitchy. Like for example, that F-150 that Eric had. It is a very glitchy truck. I've got the truck to run consistently. A consistent number. I'm not going to say what number, but I've got the truck to run consistently. And the truck will be one of the vehicles I'll be introducing as one of my cars for this season. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like, drop a comment, sub. Your boy back trying to keep on the schedule of dropping the videos. So this week y'all may get one or two. So y'all may get one tomorrow, one Saturday. Or y'all may get one this week, one next week, one like in the next week. I don't really know at this exact moment, but I'm going to try to keep it up because I do have a lot of cars to get tuned for the races that are coming up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys with the utmost. I hope you guys enjoyed y'all day. If you're watching after a long day, if you're watching before your day start, hey, look, I hope you have a fire-ass day. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. Your boy Hype is out. Peace.
Throwing dirt on my old name. Only gets worse when you know things. You don't see the perks of this whole thing, but you get real on the pill and I like it. You just like my sidekick, I just wanna ride, fulfill all your desires. Keep you in the front, never in the back.